Okay, this is one of our Stanley knives, and what we can actually do with this is quite a few different things. It's predominantly needed for cutting straight lines. Anything else, scissors and other tools generally work a lot better. But if you are going to needing to cut a long straight line, this is the best tool for the job. The safety features of this knife is basically you have a sliding rail that extends the knife out, and you'll notice that this knife has a whole heap of different graded edges. That's for if the first part gets blunt, that we can snap it off and then go to the next section of the blade. Please don't do that yourself, that is a staff member job only. To use a knife, we really only need that amount extended. You can extend to that if it is a very thick piece of cardboard, but any further, it's actually a safety hazard. So please make sure it's only retracted to about there or smaller. Once we can do that, we can actually come along and use this little side on the end and lock that in. And what that does is that will stop it from moving up or down or extending the knife as we're using it. From here, what we can actually do is we can grab our safety ruler, and our safety ruler is the one that's got that bit of a funny groove. It's not just a flat ruler, and it allows us to place our fingers into that groove so our fingers are protected as we're coming along and cutting. So what we'll do as a demonstration is we'll come along. I've got my piece of cardboard, and you can see that I'm placing my fingers in the groove, just kind of equally placed along the ruler to kind of hold the cardboard and the ruler down. And I'm going to come along with my knife. I'm not going to start on the very end because that's actually not the best way to use a knife. You should always start before your material, and just come along and just some nice easy passes. I'm just going to do 4 very quickly, and you'll notice that it's still a little bit stuck. And one of the ways that I've checked that is I've kept my hand on the ruler. So I can come along and just go through and just do another couple of quick passes, and now I've got a nice straight cut from where that was. I can remove my ruler and the scrap material. And you'll notice that that straight edge is there. Obviously a very scrap piece of cardboard. The last thing with a safety knife is, or the knife that we're going to be using it from a safety perspective, is to make sure we lock in that blade, retract it, and then lock that in so it doesn't get put out when it's on the table. And then from there, that's how you use one of those Stanley knives.